Hey guys, Bryce here. Today I'm going to be doing the first video in my review series for Fullmetal Alchemist 2003, and I will be looking that way because I just have the episode list on my TV for reference. I was going to do this scripted, but my hands aren't used to writing that much, and I'll try to do that more, but it also turned out to be like way too heavy in descriptions, and I need to improve writing. That's basically lesson I learned from that. But anyway, I will be doing this video in like five parts because there's 51 episodes in it. So I'll be doing like 10 episodes per review, just so it doesn't strain my memory storage and all that crap. And it'll take shorter time to upload and all that. But okay, let's get into the video. Jeez, sorry. The first episode is Those Who Challenge the Sun. I'll also be grouping in like certain story like arcs together. So if there's a few episodes that have the same story overall, I'll just keep those together. But the first little episode arc, the Lior arc, sets up the characters and gives you the information you need, as well as introducing Rose, who will be a big player later on. And also gives one of the better reveal of Ed's automail. I am going to be trying to mentally separate the 2003 series and the Brotherhood in these videos, so try to not mention Brotherhood as much as possible. But after they meet Rose, they go to the church of Leto, and all of that happens. But overall, the first two episodes are one of the better introductions to a series that I've seen. And then the third episode is titled Mother, which is basically Ed and Al's backstory, and goes over the time that they had with their mother, and then how she died of sickness. They don't really specify what it is. And after a little bit of practicing alchemy, they attempt human transmutation, and Ed loses his left arm and right leg, I think. I can't recall. And then Al loses his whole body, and in a moment of little bit of panic, Ed bonds Al's soul to a suit of armor in the room, and that's how he's, taller than him and everything. But I'll be skipping over the two filler episodes in this video because there's only two filler episodes that don't matter, and they're in the first 10 episodes. So episode 4 is being skipped over in this review. The man with the mechanical arm. We get to meet Maze Hughes, and also get the first real introduction into Roy Mustang's character. And he is one of my favorite characters in the Fullmetal Alchemist series. I was about to say anime, but then just thought of quite a few more that are like way better. But other than that, they go onto the train. They try because Roy got wind of a terrorist group that's gonna take somebody hostage on the train. and told Ed that he should probably hop onto that without saying that there's a terrorist group, just to make it seem like Ed is worthy of taking the state alchemy exam. Then after they get off and they capture the terrorist, Roy uses his flame alchemy and sears the terrorist, and just basically makes it so he is just in excruciating pain, but there's not going to be anything long-term damaging, which is just to show how powerful and how in control of his flames he is, it's a badass moment. Then the alchemy exam, they go into they meet with Shao Tucker, so this is episode 6 and 7. I'll be lumping those together. Sorry, I'm looking. But they go to Shao Tucker's mansion, and they study and stuff, and then they take the exam, and when they come back, Shao is nowhere to be seen, and neither is his daughter Nina or their dog Alexander. And Ed and Al go down to Shao's little like alchemy lab, I guess you could say, or research facility, and find him leaning over petting a like dog thing, and he says, "I see you've come," and says, "I've finally done it. I've created a chimera that can talk," which apparently has never been done in this world except for once by Shao Tucker. But yeah. So then they find out that is Nina and Alexander fused, which really messes with Ed and makes him go berserk on Shao and start like punching him and stuff, and then Al stops him and says, you're gonna kill him if you continue. I just stop. You can't." So then they just get the government onto him, and they arrest Shao, and then they just take Nina, and yeah. Then after that, Ed tries to stop the truck taking Nina away, but that eventually leads her to her death, which really messes with Ed and is one of the main mental problems he goes through throughout the series. Then we're on to episode 8, which is titled the Philosopher's Stone. This one is the one where Winry is Ed resigns from his position as state alchemist for a little bit because of the whole Nina Tucker incident, and then Winry comes to town and gets captured by a serial killer who almost kills her, but then Ed comes to rescue her but gets captured, and then Al comes and saves them. And then Ed gets really depressed about that for obvious reasons, like anybody would. Just after seeing basically a younger sister figure get merged with her dog into an abomination, and then almost watching your childhood friend get killed in front of you, and then almost getting killed yourself. That just would mess somebody up for life. And then the last episode in this review, since I'll be also skipping number 10, which is the last filler of this series, is Be Thou for the People, which is where Ed and Al get an assignment in a mining town, and they meet a character named Yoki and shoot, I forgot. Lyra. They meet Yoki and Lyra, and then Ed tricks Yoki into giving him the rights to this town so he can give it to the townspeople because Yoki is exerting way too much control over them and not allowing them to live a decent life. And this just shows that Ed is willing to go against the law if it means to help other people that are being wronged, which is a very consistent part of his character that I really respect. The first 10 episodes, it just is honestly one of and there is some parts where it drags a little bit, but it's one of the better introductions to a show that I've seen so far. And just giving this series the normal 3-episode test, it will pass it. No questions asked. There are a few parts later on, probably in I think it's gonna be in the third, fifth of this review series that really drag on, and it kind of turns some people off of the series, but it gets you have to go through the slow parts to get to the really good parts, is basically what I'm saying. And yeah, that's my review of the first 10 episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist. And I will just see you guys next time. I skipped over the episode 4 and 10, which are the 2 filler episodes in the series, and ones that don't really matter. The only thing that matters in The Phantom Thief, which is episode 10, is when is at the very end when the Phantom Thief gives Ed a hint to go find Dr. Marco. And that's all that matters in that episode. So, yeah. So, give me some criticism in the comments or elsewhere, and I am willing to take any sort of criticism that you can give me to help improve. And, yep. See you guys next time. Bye.